The uninterrupted sights and sounds of Western Minnesota Steam Thrasher reunion.
I'm only kidding. Eric gave me a new mic and I'm gonna blab the whole time.
Secret identity.
After Rollag. But first...
Antiquing.
I know, I added the ticking. Anyways, we did find some cool antique stores, which seems reasonable since we antique every single time. Here's an old bank, and they sold DVDs here, so there's that. Ooh. Don't film while driving, guys, unless you're me. Food! Almost there. Well, we made it. Made it. First things first. Food! Would you look at that? No rain. Oh, we made it. I can't tell you how nostalgic this entrance is. It just is. And I've walked it probably 100 times. As always, free tractor rides, cancerous smoke, and trains. Trains that make me not feel bad about not fixing my catalytic converter. 2024, the Porter just turned 100. We are looking at the first Steiger ever built. My grandma happened to know the family, and her dad was one of the pallbearers for Mr. Steiger. Oh hey there, Editor Mark here. And baby Hezekiah, if you can see him. Nope. Here's Google Maps. The Steiger brothers lived right about here, and my grandma lived right here. Also her name's Hazel, but not that one. Like I said, tractor number 1 here. These are tractors that can bend right in the middle, even the axle bends. I wonder why this guy's yellow. Not sure if you could see there, that winch has been used a lot and they welded some more metal onto it. Also, paint job's worse than my car. This is one of at least 5 sawmills, depending on how you count them. As you can see, this sawmill is run in tandem with 3 different steam tractors. That's really for show purposes. One steam tractor would be plenty strong enough to run this. Are we shelling, or husking, or shucking? I don't know my corn lingo. We're making corn not on the cob. Popcorn. They didn't have this when I was a kid, and now I'm too old. Spent half my life getting tall enough to go on all the rides, and now I'm too tall. Is that Santa?
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas!
This is our first glimpse at Expo Hill. They always put their Expo up here. This year it's John Deere. As you know, nothing runs like a deer. We can only assume this gentleman is a blacksmith, or the front of his tractor is too light. Just so you know, these tractors are not open like this. This one's been sawed in half and the gears have been chrome covered. Sadly, these things still exist. No, I've actually made one of these before. Mine wasn't really for display purposes. Food! Chef Dado's at work. Your fingernail looks terrible. What happened?
Editor Mark here in the workshop. In case you're wondering how to get a finger like my dad, I'd like to demonstrate. So we have this glove here. It's just like that.
This is my brother's favorite building at Rollag. Much of what you see in the model engine building is custom made. This particular exhibit was made by little elves. Sadly, it's mostly adults who buy or make this stuff. Oh, that's stupid. Nobody would buy that. What? Bitter. Soapy? No? We got a new blacksmith shop. It is a lot less smoky. They're definitely going to enjoy this quite a bit. It's quite roomy compared to the last one. As a reference, here's our old building from 2018. It's nostalgic, but it's hot and smoky. Speaking of hot, the foundry produces sand-casted aluminum molds. They actually sell these so you can pick one up. However, no one would probably ever buy these. That's right, I got a little Avery Bulldog. The metal is a little bit spicy, so that's why they wear gloves. Here's the result from the mold you saw earlier. Not too shabby.
This one going this way. This one going the opposite way. This map that you have.
Whoops. In case you were wondering, aluminum melts at 1,221 degrees. That's 660 for the weirdos. At the end of the day, the aluminum's stored in little bricks. Otherwise, it takes too much energy and time to start the foundry in the morning. It's a beautiful view of the train across Gunderson Pond. Oh my goodness! Hey, come back here. I want to try one. Yeah, they're not always as reliable as one would hope. Sometimes at Rollag they totally forget how trains sound, but I can help with that. Trains get thirsty too. They always like a little bit of iced tea. Here you can see we're disconnecting the air brakes at the end of the day. More free tractor rides. Free, 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 free. Supper time. Also known as food. That's the stuff. High class living. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at the size of those saw blades. Only kidding. Let's go inside. In reality, this is just a sawdust factory for the spark show at night. However, in the process of making sawdust, they happen to make wood as well. Again, this is just a byproduct, but they do end up selling it to local lumber companies. So this is the main blade right here. They turn the top one on if the log is too big. We're always hoping for a big one, because why have an extra blade? This trolley is what slides the logs through the blades. Surprisingly, the motion of this is not controlled by the people actually on the trolley. Eh crap, the song ended. Oh, thank goodness, there's another song. 2 steam engines are used to run the sawmill. It's actually quite toasty back here. I wouldn't want to be working on this in hot summer days. And there's another steam tractor. I guess it runs on 3 steam tractors. I'm calling them steam tractors, but 2 of them don't have wheels. I guess they're just steam thingers that could be a tractor if they were one. This 1913 skid with reverse is the only one of its kind known to exist. This is the log jammer that pulls the logs out of the water and onto land. At first we're just seeing the boiler, but as you look out the window you can see the actual crane. Remembering right, this guy spent a lot of its time pumping water out of a cave. We'll see it in action later. That's a fire truck, and that song ended really quick. That's nice, sometimes it's adults playing in the hay. This Snow natural gas engine worked in the oil fields of northwest Pennsylvania as a natural gas pipeline compressor. It ran from 1915 to 1970. The total weight is 140 tons. It's 67 feet long, 2 pistons fired in line on both sides of each piston.
Split screen.
Whoa,
An editing
Mark,
wizard.
you're so cool. The 18-foot flywheel is 27 tons. The crankshaft, 12 tons. It has a 16-inch diameter, 24-inch bore, 48-inch stroke covering 39,600 cubic inches of displacement. It runs at 80 to 90 RPM. 2 identical high and low pressure machines would work in tandem to achieve the desired oil pressure. A standard rubber duck weighs 0.634 ounces, meaning this flywheel would weigh 1,502,203 rubber ducks.
Nothing runs like a deer.
There's a lot of green on Expo Hill. Weirdly, not all green. So we're a little sped up here, but that's just because there's so many tractors, it just never ends. It's a lot of green. It's not the only one with a lot of green. It's fake. You'd need a lot of green to buy one of these tractors. Another yellow one. This vineyard crawler is designed for blind farmers. That way you'll never run someone over. It's amazing the technology they had back in those days. That's 15 back-to-back steam tractors. You may notice it is not easy to see where you're going. This gentleman here is cleaning the pipes in the boiler. Doing this greatly increases the efficiency of a steam tractor. All 70 are cleaned one at a time. More of a tractor car, I'd say. There's music every night in the Nelson building. None of the clocks are on time, but it's time to go to bed. Ah, the serene peace of Rollag. Food! To be specific, cereal and banana. Nostalgic. The Montana boiler is the largest boiler at Rollag other than the train. This little engine runs a fan. Air is blown through the firebox, making it crazy hot. I had to think about this for a while. This is technically an air-powered air compressor. That's right, an air-powered air compressor. This is the primary generator for the William Box and Lumber Company. It ran from 1904 to 1958. It generates 3-phase power at 60 cycles with a capacity of 850 amps at 240 volts for a total power of 205 kilowatts. Wake up, wake up! Oh, I figured my wife has fallen asleep at this point in the video. The generator is built by Alice Chalmers of Milwaukee in 1904. It weighs 16 tons. At 150 psi, the Valium has 380 horsepower and 72 RPMs. It's a single cylinder with a 20.5 inch bore and a 48 inch stroke. The flywheel is 16 feet in diameter and weighs 19,000 pounds. As a coreless steam engine, it has greater efficiency and the valves are run by dashpots. That guy collects extra moisture and that guy governs the speed. As you can imagine, this machine is to be extremely well balanced. Right here we're looking at a 300 kilowatt Westinghouse DC generator. It's driven by the Buckeye engine. It was used to power the Shoreham yards, part of the Sioux Line Railroad. This engine was installed in the Pabst Brewery in 1906. It's an Alice Chalmers 400 kilowatt 3-phase steam-driven generator. It's 600 horsepower and weighs 85 tons. The moving parts alone weigh 40 tons. There's a high pressure and low pressure cylinder. It runs at 125 RPM. This is a 15-ton flywheel. Welcome to the print shop. Right here we're seeing a linotype lead typesetting machine produce lead type. finished type is right here. This armature is picking up the molds and resorting them. And hanging right there is the big chunk that's getting melted down. Here's a close-up of letter molds and spaces being added. The sentence is grabbed and molded. Then the armature grabs the extra molds and resorts them from the top. There's the finished product, which can be organized and used as a stamp. This machine is autonomously making a repeated type pattern. The linotype can autonomously run on paper strips made by this gentleman. I almost started blabbing about this one, but I'll let Joe take it from here.
Presses like this were primarily used to make things like horticulture, because they have newspaper, you need two things. Number one, you need enough of the handset you can actually put together. And so the second thing, you need enough news to make the newspaper. So unless you have a really big headline, somebody got shot or something like that, it's basically doing it all the time.
There you have it, straight from Joe. Rollag gossip. I didn't get a chance to see the paper folder working this year, but I have been here like 28 times, so here is 2018. You can see the very tail end of the parade here. We'll see a little more of that later. Welcome to the lamp building, ironically not lit by lamps. Right here we're looking at the movements of the clock tower. It is just about to strike 12.
I'll let the kids play with this one here.
The adults get to play with this one. This is the Fairbanks Morse diesel generator. This diesel is powering a generator. The generator is powering an electric motor. And the electric motor is powering an air compressor. Sometimes showmanship takes priority over practicality. Not sure what's going on with her, but welcome to the auto building. This was one of my grandpa's favorite buildings. Also, what's with these white light bulbs? What are we at, Walmart? Ew. Unfortunately, this machine has contracted pneumonia. This building's something else. It's just like breathing in a car engine. And it's super loud. This guy's a fairly new addition to Rollag, and I know nothing about it. There it is, it spins. It's got 2 pistons. And it's made of metal. This is one of the cannons the French used in World War II. Welcome to Miniature Land, where mostly full-size adults work. Except for these miniature people. If you drive a Prius, I'm sorry. We'll see those whistles in action a little later on. Biggest stationary boiler at Rollag. Biggest mobile boiler at Rollag. Hello.
Oh, hey there.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Good afternoon.
Bye.
See ya.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye bye now. Welcome to the sandbox. The sandbox is where all the construction equipment resides. As you can see, speed is the main focus of each worker here. This steam engine here is actually quite hungry. We can fix that. That's better. This steam engine here is a happy steam engine. This steam shovel here is a sad steam shovel. It's been in this building forever. How come no one fixes it? Here's a little broader view of the sandbox. It's always busy. Are those 3 city workers? I must say, I rarely see this machine run, but it's always got a pile of dirt as if it's been working. This dozer has 2 Detroit 671 diesel engines. It has 425 horsepower and weighs 80,000 pounds. The blade is 16 feet, weighing 12,000 pounds. While backfilling strip mines, they used to use a 21-foot blade. In 2018, we're snooping around, and Charlie showed up.
There's the clay he was pushing through.
Look at that crap, you couldn't put a shovel through it. Alright, what are we doing here? Looks like we're trying to get that hay into the barn. Going well, you can see the tractor over there. Pulling it up. Easy to, oop. Oh well, can't win them all. Easy does it. Raining hay. Getting a little sketchy there. Little sketchy. Let's bring it inside, guys. Yep, yep, perfect. Just like we wanted. Excellent. Professional. There we go. Yep, here we are, another angle. Bring it up, yep, perfect. We'll just put it right there. Yep. There it is, perfect. We're good for the winter. Alright, tractor hill again. And we're still all green. But what do you expect? It's John Deere. Well, I didn't get a chance to see this one run. I assume it's fast though, right? Tractor? I don't know. Now look at this thing. What the heck are we doing here, guys? How fast are you pulling your plow? That's just good old classic Rollag, I say. This is literally the only thing not dirty at Rollag. Hey stream, it's my birthday. I'm a big boy now. So Dado here, he's 74. He's kind of a beast. He's doing well. I'm made of the same stuff though. Over back behind the blacksmith shop, you can get your stick branded with Whimster. Also, is this child labor? Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm sure he's 18. Do these people exist outside of Rollag? I'm pretty sure I've only seen them here. We're behind the scenes. Oh, I know, it's special. It's very nice. Yes. Very good. Oh, thank you. Oh, too much. You're too kind. Thank you. I do it for you. Ooh, I gotta chill out after that last music choice. I question if that's a diesel train. Why, Mark, what you got there under your arm?
Well, that's a great question, Mark, from the past. It's so Mark in the future can have a great souvenir to store in the attic.
And it matches this one, and this one, and this one, and that one, and this one. Food!
Our macaroni water is thickened.
Now you know, warming up hot dogs in your water for macaroni, that's a no-go.
I've never seen that. It's concerning.
Mac and cheese. Speaking of food, I'm eating a rather elegant meal myself.
Literally built to satisfy.
Oh yeah. I'm not the only one who likes to eat. My frog likes to eat. And the bug likes to eat. It's weird. Mark, way to nail the exposure on this clip. Well, thank you, kind cat. Let me tell you, Dado and I are quite happy to sit. Oh, the loving horse master. You hear that? Tractor pull's going? We're headed to the tractor pull. We made it. In case you don't understand tractor pulls, the further they drive, the higher this weight goes, and the harder the weight is to pull.
Yeah, let's get good job, buddy. Good job.
When we're done celebrating, we tow it back and repeat. This semi-truck is the same thing in a different form factor. In fact, this is the first time they had two loads to interchange. Again, it's nice to sit. Once your front lifts off the ground, the only way to steer is by braking each tire individually.
Roger, beats at 162 feet, 6.12 inches. Roger, 162 feet, 6.12 inches.
These guys didn't whip out the steam tractor to pull it all day. It was fun to find this one running after hours. And just so you know, green is gas, red is moving parts, blue is the water, and yellow are safety features. Remember, that flywheel weighs more than 1.5 million rubber ducks. We're behind the scenes again. I know, I'm too much. Now, settle down, I'm blushing. Our friend's been singing for so long, he can't remember which way the audience is. Again, I feel like these people only exist at Rollag. The other concerts I go to give me a different vibe.
How you gonna live as a Christian? How you gonna live like a mission? How you gonna work for the city and pay for the homeless but not for the weak?
You know what I'm saying? They're just something different. Is it the lighting? For some reason these guys want to go to bed after 11:30, so I guess we'll have to find a new crew. Oh, there it is again. It's just a little bit different. I don't know. Hard to put your thumb on it. Nostalgic. Listen to that, I found just the sound effects for the occasion. By the way, the Porter is 100 years old in 2024.
Is that a sea monster? I'm a witness. I've seen the monster.
Food! This is the house that sustains us. This is why we're alive after Rollag. And to think, my wife doesn't think there's anything at Rollag she'd enjoy. This looks painfully difficult to learn.
That was my cousin. You're okay? All right.
This looks a little bit more my level.
It is cool.
And that's a wrap on the Women's Activities Building. Actually, Erin likes animals, so she probably enjoyed the farm area. Getting pulled by horses, taking selfies, more being pulled by horses, petting horses, seeing donkeys, little horses. She would for sure enjoy this part at least. So right here we have a granary. This is a big scale, and that's granary stuff. There's some granary stuff in here. Oh, and that looks like it's for granary. This area is for growing granary. We're back at the Ortner, still going in circles. Let me tell you, that'll wake you up in the morning. Right here we have a good angle of Dad's thumb. Or maybe it's his nose. There's it again. No one would buy that though. You know what the Marion always reminds me of? I was probably about this age when I watched that show last. Do you ever wonder what the underside of the 353 looks like? Wonder no longer. Have you ever wondered what the bottom side of the porter looks like? There you have it. We're off to the Bride and Rowan. It wasn't running the last couple times we walked by. Someone walkie-talkied for a gallon of gas and the whole truck came. I was fortunate enough to get a whistle blow on special request.
Thank you, thank you.
Say monsters!
Just catching the tractors leaving the parade. Guess what we're on? That's right, it's for adults. Hello, GoPro. The schoolhouse is always a nice reminder that school starts right around Labor Day. This 125 horsepower De Laverne was shown in the World's Fair in 1904. Though it's a diesel, it's technically an oil vaporizing machine. Yikes, someone oil that thing. This is the Kentuckian. It's a little different vibe than the Marion. This is the largest mobile running steam shovel in existence. Steam shovels of this type were used to dig the Panama Canal. I could tell you I'm in Rollag just off of the perpetual mud. The Prony brake is used to put a load on the tractors during the spark show. I can't imagine this not putting holes in people's clothes, right? We're just going to take a nice slow walk through the campground, just enjoying the sights, nice and slow. At this point, it's the final day of the show, and some of the people have already left, but as you can see, there's still quite a few campers. We got lucky, we were able to squeeze our tent in right up by the front entrance. Dad's taking a little snooze, we'll have to check in on him after we're done here. Oh, we're backing up. We're getting ready to go. There's our spot. Just a little bit of a hill there. Not too bad. It's always bittersweet leaving, but we had a good time. Wow, that was a lot of work. We better take a lunch break. Yum 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 yum. Gotta pull down our tent, then we gotta get all the moisture off of there. Lots of moisture to get rid of. And more of that. Hey Mark, why don't we try another angle? There we go. Oh, very nice. Nice job. I think it goes without saying a car wash before Rollag does not make sense. Super secret.
We're back. That was quick.
Don't forget there's salamanders. Wiggly, awesome little salamanders. I look for them every year, but I probably catch them every other year. And some years I catch several. If you ever find one of the homies, tell them Mark's looking for him.